Okay, before I continue on with the chatter, I'm going to run through my ones to watch and ones to avoid. So, my one to watch this week is Raheem Sterling. He's now returned in his last 2 games. If he continues to get played, which I hope he does, I can see a few Salahs to Sterlings happening for the 2 mil savings. So just obviously bear him in mind. Let me see, game week 5, he had 5 shots, 3 on target, and 3 attempted assists. So he's looking good, people, and he's another way into that City attack if we're not going to get pepped. Obviously. And then my next person to watch, and this one is one to watch rather than a possible to buy, is my man Olivier Giroud. He's becoming a bit of the assist man for Chelsea. He's got 3 assists in just 159 minutes. At 7.8, he's a great way into the Chelsea team if Siri decides to make him the main man, like the main striker instead of Morata. He needs to give him 90 minutes like he did in the previous match, though, for us, I think, to start really seriously considering him, considering his price tag and other people out there at the moment around the same sort of price. But you know what? Stick him on the watch list. Got a little bit of a feeling about Giroud. Then my last one to watch is, drumroll please, a right punt. This one, it's a right punt. It's Bernard. Now, I wanted to point him out. His stats don't look great, so we won't show those. But I wanted to point him out, Bernard of Everton. He was on the losing side this week, obviously, and he only came on due to injury for 46 minutes, I believe. But he looked fast. He got amongst everything. He was like making tackles and getting down the wing, and he just looked really good. So he's straight on my watch list at 5.9, and I would say probably should be on yours as well. Now I'm gonna stick with Everton for my ones to avoid, and although I'm looking at Bernard Everton as one to consider, his teammate Toussaint, I think, at 6.9 and 4.5% owned, is a possible one to avoid. Oh, we got somebody subscribed. Welcome, Joanne. Welcome to the Nim fam. Okay, where was I at? Sorry. Toussaint. He's done little in the way to make owners think they should keep him, that he's worth keeping, especially when the likes of Mitrovic is 0.1 cheaper and the second highest on the forwards list. So Toussaint may have fairly good fixtures, but he's got a void written all over him unless his form changes. Of course, because I've said that now, he will probably score against my beloved Arsenal. I mean, he did have 3 shots against West Ham and 2 on target. So I just wouldn't necessarily be thinking of getting him in if I didn't already own him. I'd keep if I didn't have other fires to put out, but probably better options at the moment. Okay, my next one to avoid is Davies of Spurs. He's just 3.7% owned, so not massive. And right now it does look as if Rose is mostly getting the nod ahead of him, doesn't it? So surely at 5.8, we have to avoid until we know he gets a consistent run. Bit of a shame. Think he's a great football player. Would like to have seen him start a bit more this season. He may do once the Champions League kicks in, but for the moment he's an avoid for me. And then another one in the same kind of vein that I think we ought to be avoiding is one we all pretty much had for most of last season, is Aspilicueta. He's owned by 11.8%, so fair bit of you, and of course is one of the most expensive players in the game. But I mean, can we keep on clean sheet potential alone? I'm not sure we can. I mean, especially when you've got David Luiz in the same team that's 0.9 cheaper. So Dave owners will hope he can start getting attacking returns again, but if he doesn't, I just don't think we can justify that price tag, can we, really?